Was a fun exchange on Saturday's induction ceremonies, during the induction ceremonies in Canton, Ohio, when Larry Fitzgerald gave the man who presented him the jacket a very special, loving, and jab-filled shout-out.
Uncle Cris, you took me into your family, into your home, and you gave me an education that shaped every part of who I am today. Your support was endless, and I hope that today feels like a small return on your investment. Thank you. And Uncle Cris, since we got all them pleasantries out the way, I hope we both can agree. My hands have always been better than yours, right? All right.
Fun stuff, and he's still clapping about it. Cris Carter here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Cris? Good to see you.
I mean, that was a master class.
Right.
Like, I don't know why we're surprised, man. This guy's doing life at a high level. We're so proud of him. And, you're a part of a lot of organizations, but certain people, when they come into that organization, they bring a level of class and professionalism that you only wish, more people had. And that's what Larry Fitz is. You've known him since he was a kid. You've been seeing his whole career, how he's developed on and off the field. And he's one of a kind, really, really special.
Yeah, rocking the gold vest out of the Curtis Martin collection, right?
Yeah.
Who by the way,
get permission from Curtis. Curtis the only one to be able to rock that.
And he crushed it. He crushed it. The whole thing was awesome from beginning to end. Couldn't help but notice he called you Uncle Cris. I can guess why, but I'll give you the floor on the first time you met Larry Fitzgerald and why you have that name of Uncle Cris to Larry.
Well, I wanted him to know that he had a great dad. And I was a guy that grew up without a dad. So I never try to fill those gaps when you're mentoring young people, that when you're in that role, you might be the same age as their father. The other thing I wanted to know, too, I wasn't going to be his friend. I was there to be a mentor to him. I was there to be able to teach him things that he wasn't going to be able to get. And I'm there to tell him the truth. And I think that's what he alluded to later in the speech. And I said, I'm not a brother either. You got a brother. And I'm going to be kind of one of those weird type relationships. I'm going to be like your uncle, so he played it to the max, and that's what he's always called me. And I've accepted it. And he realizes that Uncle Cris comes with a lot of different things. And, I'm not here to try to be one of his friends or say things that he needs to be able to hear. And that's why he's been one of my great prodigies, one of my great students, one of the best mentees I've ever had.
And you're referring again to Larry Fitzgerald Sr., who was the beat writer covering your teams, right? With Dennis Green as the head coach, and Larry was a ball boy, essentially, for your team.
I mean, there's some stories. He covered the team. Him and I were friends. And when it was time for, Larry to go to military school, being a local journalist, there was some cost. And, we never talked about it, but I'm the one that paid for Larry to go to Valley Forge. I'm the one that suggested he go to Valley Forge. I thought it would change his life. And that investment is one of the things that he talks about. And his dad and I came up with the, fictitious contract, and he would be doing some, ghost writing for me. He'd be doing some things I needed in Minnesota. And then that was going to change to, that was what was going to take care of the charge for the school. His dad never did any writing for me. But Larry got to where he needed to be.
No kidding. Why did you do that back in the day, Cris? Why?
We just thought, the mom, the dad, and myself, we just thought, and it was my recommendation. I had seen some players that had a disposition like Larry's, and they had gone to military school. And number one player, that would be Eddie George. And I thought that Larry, at that time, he was still very young. And he shouldn't go to college. He should spend that next year getting ready mentally on and off the field, because he just wasn't that disciplined. And what, it brought to him was the discipline, that military type lifestyle. He hated it, but it really built him. And it also led him to going to Pittsburgh at the time compared to going to the Ohio State with Walt Harris. And I was totally for it. They took care of him the whole time he was there. They built a great relationship, and they were going to build an offense around him when he was at Pittsburgh. And he felt very, very comfortable with that. But that was the reason why. He had some shortcomings at the time that young people, it can be something that stops them from reaching greatness. And it was my recommendation. His parents agreed to it, and Larry went through with it.
So let's get to the jacket dinner night. What's it like for now? You're watching him go through the gauntlet. You're part of the gauntlet, and then you go up on the stage with him, and you put the jacket on him. You put the jacket on him. I mean, what a moment that must have been for both of you.
Because you've helped out a lot of people in your career, people in the broadcast business. You put people on, you've employed people, but we never ever expect to get paid out by anything. We never expect, besides being mentioned in their success, we never expect to be a part of that. And 2 nights before, he asked me, and I told him it's the nicest thing anybody's ever asked me to do, to continue to play a part in their success, because there's a lot of people, a lot of coaches, a lot of teammates. He's got Kurt Warner's got a gold jacket, and Randy Moss has a gold jacket. But the combination of Randy giving him the knock at the door, and then me giving him the jacket, it really crystallized that time we had in Minnesota. It really meant something. It meant something to this young man. It changed his arc in life forever, and he remembered and marked it down, and was making sure that we played a part in his celebration. And that's the humbling thing to do.
That's what I love about the Hall of Fame, man. Journeys, right? Distance traveled is what Michael Irvin always calls it. Distance traveled. And that means so much to so many people, and it also means a different thing to so many people as well. And now your busts are talking to each other, to use the Madden phrase. With Randy's and everything else. It's pretty cool, Cris. It's awesome.
Yeah, my bus last night, we had a knockdown showdown because, as Gold Jackets, we try not to show people up on podcasts. We try not to rank the Gold Jackets. We try not to get into the normal media battle. But Larry, trying to be funny, and we got all these comedians out of work, and he out here cracking jokes and talk about Uncle Cris, my hand. So anyone that would have to mention that, to me, he didn't have ultimate confidence. Like he seemed like he was begging for an amen from the congregation. And did nobody say amen? So I will give Larry this. Larry is almost a perfect receiver. All right. But Cris Carter catches every ball that everybody else catches. And then I catch a few that no one catches. So I went back through Larry's highlights, and then I had 2 screens. So I put Larry's highlights on this screen, and then I put my highlights on the screen on the right.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going through Larry's, and I'm like, okay, because he made a couple vertical catches, because he's got that big old caboose, that big booty, and I believe my vertical was like 36. I believe Larry's might be like 38, so he can get up a little bit higher, and he's got the built-in turbocharged booty that he gets off the ground with. So I could see myself making those catches, Larry. There was a couple of high ones, maybe I don't know if I could have got to that one, but Rich, when you get to the one-hand catches, my video was standalone. Right hand or left hand, whichever one. If you want to do like knockout, like a game of horse, like we can recreate that. Put me on the field, because I can't run like we used to. You could put us in the spot, and then shoot us the ball off the jugs machine and see one-handed, right or left, gloves or no gloves, technology or technology, either one. I'm willing next year, since he'll be a veteran Hall of Famer, I'm willing to see if we can get that on some video somewhere, as we're working his son Devin out as he gets ready for his career at University of Notre Dame. We're going to try to do that next year.
That's right. So all pleasantries aside, at the end of the day, this is still a competition. That's what you're saying.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm still Uncle Cris. Yes.
Once Uncle Cris, always Uncle Cris. I love it. I love it. It's so great. So when you guys are all in a room together for that luncheon, as you were on Friday, I heard it was very emotional this time around. And I'm wondering what you're willing to share from that luncheon when it's just you and the rest of the returning goats in that pasture of a lunch room, Cris.
Well, first of all, the public, the things that we can share. My former teammate and great guy, Warren Moon, has kind of taken over from the Ray Nitschke to the Deacon Jones to Willie Lanier. So the MC is Warren Moon.
Okay.
Now, Warren, because he likes me so much, he has me, I'm the mic guy.
Okay.
So I'm looking for guys who are going to be responding. I'm looking for people that are thoughtful. I'm trying to avoid Charles Haley and Michael Irvin so they don't take up too much time. I guess Mike look at me, I look Mike off. Mike, see, I'm next. I'm like, hey, Mike, chill out. I got 3 people in front of you, bro. Relax.
Walking around the room with the mic? You're walking around the room with the handheld?
Yep.
Okay.
And we have open mic and legendary players. Mike Singletary, he had a message for the room. Bruce Smith addressed the room. It's one of the best things I do during the year, man. I can't believe I'm on the team, and Bill Cowher, Tony Dungy. Jerry Jones spoke, and Jerry talked about the business that we're in and how you could spread it on a cracker and sell it anywhere. I said, Jerry 84 still in top form. Things like that, the conversation about the brand, what we want to do in the future, the accountability. You're a gold jacket. You should be a Hall of Fame son. You should be a Hall of Fame business partner. You should be a Hall of Fame husband. It's so deep. It's like no other meeting that you'll ever be a part of. And I'm excited to play a role, the little bit of role that I do play in it.
Well, on behalf of those of us who love the game and fans who are like lining up now to talk about it, right? On my show, I could see the call. I could see the call monitor here. And in sports, what we as fans want to see is when it means as much to the player, it means as much to the icon, the people we root for, as it does to us. And to see over 120 returning Hall of Famers, right? To see the emotion in your face and your eyes right now, Cris, recounting just what was talked about on Friday in a luncheon room. And it means so much to you. That's what's so great about it. I'm getting goosebumps even just talking about it. It means that much. So it's so cool that it means so much to you and your colleagues, Cris.
It's the only time my life makes sense. It's the only time that I could see that all the sacrifices and what it led to. It makes sense to me why I was so focused as a kid. It makes sense to me why I would walk from the housing project, to get to practice. It makes sense to me, going to the school that I went to. It made sense to have the struggle that I had early in my career. And now to be on the greatest team ever, it's the most humbling thing that could ever, and it never gets old. And then every year, I saw the list for next year. Who we got? We got Belichick, we got Gronk, we got Big Ben, we got maybe AB, we got Adrian Peterson. Shoot, this don't stop, man. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay, like it's gonna be another amazing. When you introduce this class and the family to be on the greatest team that most of us, man, didn't even dream about. And that's the thing that's overwhelming. The things happen in your life that you didn't even dream about. It's amazing. It really is. It's the question that's answered at the barbershop. Like, man, how good was Adam Vinatieri? Man, how good was Larry Fitzgerald? Like, Hall of Famer, gold jacket. Oh, okay. All right, well, he's probably the best 20 of this position, 25 of this position, at least. So when you're doing shows and stuff like this, man, it answers all the questions. And we just have to make sure that we said it in the room too. Hey, don't be on no podcast, man, downgrading a gold jacket, man. Don't do it, man. I'll come for you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know everybody wants a list. Everyone wants to talk about the gold jacket. They want to talk about, someone else deserves to have a gold jacket. No. Be careful. be careful. Make sure you take care of your gold jackets so we can take care of the brand.
No doubt. And then I'm just walking around the room myself, Cris, on the Friday night after the jacket dinner, and I'm in the, the post-party room, and I walked, and there was one table. It's Mean Joe Green, it's Mel Blount, it's Lynn Swann, and it's Jackie Slater, all sitting at a table.
Wow.
And with their wives, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, first of all, Mel Blount told me he's 78. I almost fell over.
What?
Because he could give me snaps right now. And I'm like, wow, 78. And he looks at me and goes, yeah, I work out all the time. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, riding horses and everything.
With his cowboy hat. Like, I sit there and I'm like, I'm in awe. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care. I'm not gonna play games or be jaded here. I'm in awe. And I just want to sit there and just listen. But I also don't want to intrude, like it's their moments together. I don't know how often they're sitting around a table together anymore.
Hotel on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Mel Blount meets me at the valet. And the first thing he says is, you think you can get off the jam today? and this is what I told him. I don't have to today. I got Larry Fitzgerald. He's a little thicker than me. I'm going to have Larry Fitzgerald go at you. What about that, cowboy? Then he tells me, God did you a favor and birthed you a little bit later.
Wow.
At the valet. Like, that's where it starts.
Sir. I said, God did me a favor. Yes, sir. He knew you was out there.
Welcome back to Canton. Cris, I love this, man.
Incredible.
And you're the best, truly. And I also know when you come out every single year when you're introduced, crowd goes nuts, and you find me if I'm hosting and you do the OH right in my face. I get it. I understand. I know what time it is, but it's all good. It's all in good fun. And I just loved the moment where you and Larry had it. Like, that's what this is about. It's about the emotions. It's about, being there for each other forever. And then, as you pointed out, rewarded both of you guys.
Yeah.
I love it. It was awesome.
Man, your allegiance has nothing to do with your professionalism. like you are a world-class
Thank you.
broadcaster. I'm filming a commercial later this month for some electronic products, TVs and stuff with Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
So, man, I got nothing against the Blue once they leave there. Tom Brady is one of my favorite guys.
Mm-hmm.
And you, of course. Anytime you need me, I'm going to be there. But when they do that 18 to 23 and they playing up there and they playing against my boys, that's where I draw the line. Everything else, Adam Schefter, love Shefty. If Shefty says it's going to rain, go out and get you a hat or umbrella. So I got love for Michigan guys.
Right.
But, hey, man, that game is for real, though. And it will always be for real since I was a baby.
Yep. So before I let you go then, how good is Jeremiah Smith? What do you think?
Heisman Trophy. We're working on something this offseason. We're working on yards after the catch.
Oh, boy.
And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I sent him the video Saturday morning and to the receiver coach that I expect him to be the third gold jacket that I've been associated with and have had a role in their life. And that being Larry Fitzgerald, that being Randy Moss, and JJ.
Wow.
I expect it. I sent him that video and I mean business. Like, that is his genetic ceiling. He's a combination of Calvin Johnson and Julio Jones and the disposition like Larry. Like, he's a problem. Only one more time for Michigan, but he's going to be a problem in the National Football League.
Well, and again, you sending that, has a certain weight to it. He can handle it. Clearly, he can handle that if you're going to send it. He can mentally handle it to get that pressure.
I wouldn't say. Look, God picks and chooses, and the disposition and the wherewithal on the inside, it comes with these guys, man. Like, they just don't have that talent, 5-star talent. They have that specialness that you can't identify, but you know it when you see it. He has that work ethic, weight room, disciplined, controlling his media, not addicted to social media. He's got his mind in the right spot. And guess what? We got a pretty good quarterback. Guess what? We got a pretty good coach. Guess what? We got a pretty good offense. Guess what? He's been dominant in the 30-something games he's played in college football. Yes. Yeah, now you're getting ready to see the best version of him. Yes, he's had a great offseason. I'm looking forward to it. It's no pressure.
Yeah, he's in hailing distance. I saw no, but I mean Hall of Fame. That you're basically saying I'm not expecting to see you here in this bus room. But he's in hailing distance of every receiving record ever set for the Buckeyes. He can absolutely get every last one of them. You know, from Olave and JSN and all of them, like all of them. I could see. I see it.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm glad he's only got 1 year of eligibility left. And so it's great to see you, Cris. You're the best. Great to see you over the weekend. Great to see you here. Thank you for the
Appreciate
time.
you, man. God bless you and your family, man. You guys keep putting out good products too, bro.
Thanks, man. That's Cris Carter,
All right.
Hall of Famer, Walter Payton Man of the Year, and a teller of no tales and lies right there. That was awesome.